Seek the well-being of the city where I have sent you into exile and pray to the Lord on its behalf. For in its welfare, you will find your own welfare. That is Jeremiah 29:7, and the scripture that really inspired the founders of the Jeremiah program. And with us tonight to discuss the impact they're making on our community and also a new campus that they're going to reveal or maybe have revealed. We'll get the details on that. The executive director of the Jeremiah program right here in the FM era, Diane Solinger.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Yes.
Good. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me.
I did some research on y'all, and I think most people think, hey, you're in the River Valley, things are good, there's jobs, but single moms, there's definitely a need and somewhat of a pervasive need, if you will, of single moms out there that need some help. So what are the numbers and how do you make a difference?
Yes. Well, in the Red River Valley, Cass Clay County specifically, there's well over 2,000 families of single moms with small children living in poverty. And Jeremiah's mission is to transform families from poverty to prosperity by providing them with wraparound services to help them go to college full-time year-round, get a degree, and when they graduate, become financially independent, get off of public assistance, and be able to support themselves and their young children. And the other thing that is provided when they move into our building that we'll be building soon is a child development center on the main floor, so that not only are moms getting educated, but at the same time, while they're in school all day, their little children are in school in the child development center, so that when they go back out into the community and mom is working and their children are in school in K through 12, they're starting kindergarten on par with their peers from middle class, upper middle class homes. They don't need special services. They're learning all those good things in early childhood in the Child Development Center that other kids are getting.
So funding, government funding, private donations?
All of the above. All of the above.
What percentage? What's your breakdown of like?
Well, at this point in time, we have for the construction of the building, we just got a wonderful award from the Housing Incentive Fund. We applied for over $2 million and were awarded that, so we're very grateful and very appreciative of that. And then the remainder we'll be working on with the capital campaign for private funding. And then, of course, annually we look to grants and events and all kinds of different ways that a lot of nonprofits work to raise money.
Can you show the ROI on the government and or private donation assistance? So if you say, okay, for every dollar that we take in, Chris, we are saving the taxpayers, making this kind of impact by X. What is that?
As a matter of fact, Jeremiah program partnered with the Wilder Research Foundation in the Twin Cities, where we currently have two campuses, one in Minneapolis, one in St. Paul, and they did a return on investment study, and for every dollar invested in Jeremiah, it's a $4 return to society in terms of moms going out into the community, working, contributing to the economy, paying taxes, and their children not needing those special services, thriving in school. When Jeremiah program first opened its doors back in 1998 in Minneapolis, a testament to the success of the on many levels, a lot of those kids are now enrolling in college.
Wow.
So the children of the moms that first started in that child development center 20 years ago are now starting college.
Well, it's incredible when you look at AYP, annual yearly progress reports here locally, of how socioeconomics, I mean, there's such a direct correlation of socioeconomics and how, I'll say, underperforming some of these young men and women are. It seems based on that. I don't know if it's a direct correlation, but at least it looks that way when you look at the stats. I want to share with you some Facebook comments that we got.
Sure.
Give you a chance to respond, because this story really took off on our Facebook page.
Great.
There was some interesting kind of backhanded, sexism, if you will, in a way. So I want to share this with you and give you a chance to comment. So Sean, I believe, or Sean Gomez says, I'm a full-time single father. I do it all by myself, and I'm very lucky to have a great job. I'm also very well aware that I could get hurt or if something suddenly happened where I would need help. I understand that an organization can choose to help whoever they choose, but would they deny me if I showed up homeless with my 2 children? Probably, he says, and that's not okay. You say?
So Jeremiah program has a couple, well, actually several things that moms have to do in order to be admitted into the program. So for anybody, if they were willing to do those things, the biggest thing is to enroll in our empowerment program, which is the prerequisite to be admitting into the full program. For some folks, if you are looking at Jeremiah, it's not just free housing. I mean, it's a commitment to go to college full time. So we have to know that whoever is looking to us is serious about making a long-term commitment. So our empowerment course lasts 11 weeks. It's every night for one night a week for 11 weeks in a row.
Wow.
And it talks about regardless of what's happening to you in your life, you're not a victim. You have the ability to make new choices.
That's
and
awesome.
You're responsible and you're accountable for those choices.
So just so I'm clear, if a guy showed up and he had kids, he could also partake in this program, potentially stay at the Jeremiah house or campus?
If that individual enrolled in Empowerment finished it, completed it, and met the requirements in terms of the age of the children and had a GED or a high school diploma, to date, we've not had someone apply at Jeremiah who's a single father, but you know we do abide by fair housing. So if that person was willing to do the work.
I got 15 seconds. If people want more information, what's your website?
They can go to Jeremiah Program, Fargo Moorhead, and it'll just come right up.
Great.
And right now we are starting to enroll single moms in our fall empowerment course that starts September 21st. They can go to our website and enroll online.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you
time.
for having me. I really appreciate being here.
I grew up, I was raised by single moms, so I know the impact these kind of programs can have, so thank you.
Yeah.
When we